Hi, it's Terry Vanover with Choosing to Rise, and I am a divorce strategist, and I help you come through your divorce without being legally, financially, and emotionally devastated. So each week I go live and I talk about a topic that affects those who are contemplating divorce and those who are going through divorce and want to get past the hurt, the feelings, the emotions, as well as helping you with resources and tools and strategies to get through a divorce so that you come out of it better than you would have if you didn't have me on your team. So today's topic is how to heal from betrayal. So many people get divorced because there's infidelity in their marriage. And so today we're going to be talking about what to do if you've experienced infidelity and you're divorcing and how to overcome that. And you find yourself hung up. Now, this is a really hot button topic. It is one that is really hard to overcome. And we actually have a support group meeting this Saturday. We're meeting at our Choosing to Rise divorce group. So if you want to learn more about that, reach out to me and I can tell you more about our in-person support groups. So this is such an important topic, and so many people really get caught up in the anger, the bitterness, the emotions that comes with when you've experienced infidelity. Now, I'm going to be talking about it in those terms today, but many people feel betrayed in their marriage. For example, they marry someone who might be an alcoholic or has a gambling addiction. So some of those feelings might be similar to this too. You feel betrayed. You feel like your vows weren't honored. You have a lot of deception and lies in the marriage. So there's a lot of overlap in that as well. So today we're going to talk about, so what if you are feeling hung up on your ex's betrayal? Maybe you're thinking about divorce, you're contemplating divorce, you're in the process of getting divorced because of betrayal in the marriage, and you've got these feelings. So some of the feelings you might encounter might be a sense of mistrust of anybody. You also might have a risk aversion. You might not want to take risks in any part of your life due to how you feel. You're just emotionally kind of so sensitive that you don't want to risk in many areas of your life. You also might be viewing life in this negative lens. You might have a filter on and it's impacting all areas of your life because you feel like, well, if I can get betrayed in this, then everything in my life must be horrible, must be terrible. I must be a really horrible person because I didn't see this in my ex. And so you might be filtering everything negatively. You might be really highly sensitive about other things, not just the marriage, but other things in your life. It might be impacting you with friendships, relationships. I see that so often where people really struggle to date again because they struggle with this negative filter. They struggle with this, not wanting to get hurt again. So they don't do anything. They just stay within themselves. And then they get triggered. Certain things trigger them. And so they feel like they're moving forward, then they get triggered and they move back again. So there's some things that you can do to get over this, right? The first thing you need to do is you need to acknowledge that this has maybe affecting you more than you realize. And maybe you need a good friend to kind of give you a shaking and say, you know what, you're really hung up on this. It's really affecting so many aspects of your life. So if someone has said something to you and said, you know what, it's time to move on. It's time to let that go. That might be something like, maybe this is affecting you more than you realize. And then it's about releasing the anger. It's not that you don't have reason or cause, or you're not justified in your feelings. You very may well be justified. But the problem is when you hold on to that anger, you hold on to that bitterness, you're not hurting the other person, you're only hurting yourself. You've heard the cliche saying about when you drink the poison and you expect it to hurt the other person when it's really just going to be hurting yourself. So you have to work on releasing that anger, releasing that bitterness, learning to trust again, learning to forgive. And it's really important that you seek support through this, because like I said, this will impact your life in ways that you may not even be realizing that it's impacting your friendships, your relationships, your future dating, how you're interacting with people, whether you're seeing things in a negative lens, personally, professionally, everything. So it's important that you get the right divorce strategist on your team, me, to help you work through these emotions, help you release this anger, release this bitterness. Because when you don't trust other people, it's really not about the other person. You're really not trusting yourself, right? And when you learn to trust yourself and feel confident in yourself again, you'll build better relationships. You'll flourish professionally. You'll do better in all areas of your life. And also, I'm going to spit out the big F word right now, and that F word is forgiveness. And forgiveness is not about forgiving your ex. So many times when I dig deeply with my clients, and we get to the heart of the forgiveness, what seems to be the hang-up is that the forgiveness really isn't about the other person. Forgiveness is about yourself. I see so many clients that struggle to forgive themselves even. So, if you are struggling emotionally, you're struggling with some pain and hurt and heartache, and you're feeling overwhelmed, reach out to me at terrievanover@comcast.net or message me here on Facebook, and let's set up a complimentary phone session where we can talk about what has you stuck. And I'll give you some insights for getting past this time so that you can see life in the great mystical way that it is, so that you can get back to living joyfully and loving yourself and loving other people in your life and having wonderful relationships, deep relationships with those around you, because you deserve it. So reach out to me at terrievanover@comcast.net and we'll set up a phone session. Love to hear from you. Have a great day.